of my friends say, girl, you better take care.
Hey, welcome to Stealth Community once again. I'm trying to give you a briefing on life itself. I hope you get it. I hope you got it and live by it. The Biden-Harris shakeup is not a cool thing, people. And don't think for one moment you can go out and get away with the crime and the guilt that they've laid down, and they have departed from it with the Obamas, the Bushes, and the Clintons. It does not work. These are things that will get us farther and farther apart from one another. These group of people like dissension among the people. Chaos is their number one thing. They like to give handouts to America. You like Modani now, I heard he raised the subway $3 more now, and he said he was going to give free rides to everybody. And it's a shame how everybody is hooked on free give outs and somebody telling them they're getting something free. Nothing's free. Remember that. Maybe as older people we need to be taught that again. And all the media is lying to us, giving us short end stories of everything. Nothing seems to be the same. And then we got our regular people who are Democrats getting on here lying about the situations. As I put in the last podcast, a young lady said the officer pulled out a gun and shot and beat the lady in the face with it. And it was such a horrible thing for her to look at. Lie, lie, lie. And she said, don't look at it. It's too hard to look at. And the narrative of the lies are facetious and getting worse and worse. Steadily pushing us to the point where we're at the brink of war among ourselves. We're there. And we've got governors that are pushing war. And these things are not fulfilling to us. They don't solve anything. And the people that are here non-vetted, let's get them out of the country and clean it up so we have more. Don't you want more? Don't you want to live better? Don't you want to not be suppressed? And these people are telling you all the time that they don't care about Americans. We've got Somalians over here who are cheating the government, who are non-vetted criminals. They're robbing the very thing that we treasure and adore, which is our freedom and having the right to express ourselves, but doing it in the right way to where we are honest, vetted people. They're not working with that. And for some reason, we think because the Democrats have told us they use these people for one thing, to vote for them, to keep them in power. And that's what they use them for. And we are taking on this race for the Democrats to keep these people in power. Same thing with what they're doing to the Republicans. You will best well find out once you follow the money trail that they are using money to get Republicans over to work with them. We just gave away $200+ billion to insurance companies that don't need it. Americans need the money. Americans are hurting. Trump had worked out a plan where he's going to give that money to Americans so that they can pay their own insurance and have their own way and give you a right to choose. Democrat is the party of the pottery of slavery. They hold you down. They like to control you, control the narrative. They give you money to keep you isolated, keep you in that one area. If you need something, you have to go to them. Not giving you the chance to be a man and grow up. They're taking away the power of the man. They want him to be gay. They want him to be a softie. You know, and this is all planned. We have people, not only Minnesota, but the Gavin Newsom slick boy was sent $100 million for the fire aid, and that $100 million was given as a donated to help out the fire victims. $75 million of that money is completely missing. No idea where it is. But they find out that there's the 75 million. Out of that 75 million, 100,000 went to voter participation groups, 500,000 went to political adversary groups, 100,000 went to podcasters, people. What does it got to do with a house burning up? 500,000 went to bonus salaries, money for consultants for nonprofit organizations. 75 million out of the 100 million completely lost. This is for the House Oversight Committee is reporting. And another thing, people, when I hear the words nonprofit, I automatically think of scam. I automatically think of take. Used to be that was a good word. Nonprofit, you give money to a nonprofit and they distribute the money out. You know, it's like, you know, UNICEF, the billions and billions of dollars that went through there, nonprofit organizations. And this is all just, now it's become a money slush thing. So you can't, like I say, trust no one. You cannot give your money to that. People donated this money to help the Californians out, and they didn't get one dime of it. And they got homes that aren't being built. The land is empty. This is what I'm telling you about. These great insurance companies. Not enough money to rebuild the homes. And they're not paying it. But the slush fund money that they got, which I call it slush fund money, if they would have distributed that to those families, you know, 250,000 here, 300,000 there, it would be a big help to them. But they didn't get anything. And I also understand that we are full of rhinos on both sides. The Bible says that money is the root of all evil. And we have people that are fighting on both sides of the law. We have so many Americans who are stepping up to the plate and doing that, which is to want the non-vetted people out of America. And a lot of the groups out there are white liberal women that are protesting and putting up the fight to keep these people here. And like I said, for the life of me, I don't understand the whole program. Most of these women have kids. Most of these women are single. And the programs that they're on, these people have destroyed them. But, you know, you ask them, they still need help. And they're fighting among themselves and among people, other people, to keep these people here and to stand up for them. 9 of the Republicans who we have has stepped up and joined the Democrats to break ranks, giving our tax dollars away by passing the Speaker Mike Johnson to revive the Obama subsidies, siding with the Democrats, 221 to 205. So, you know, we have the majority of the House, but we got so many rhinos that are getting paid off. It doesn't matter if the Republicans have the House or not. They're siding with the Democrats. And people, don't be alarmed if you don't have Republicans that get paid off during the midterms to vote for Democrats to take over with all that is going on. We're living in a dirty world, you know, and got a lot of frogs in here. But anyway, the Democrats like to pursue gains and control people. And you can fall in this synopsis in a minute if you let your guard down. If you like what the things the Steph community is telling you and showing you, make sure to smash that like button and get acquainted with the news and the facial facts that are going on. What is wrong with this company? What is wrong with this country? One thing, I believe, I said company because I like how Donald Trump is running America like a company, a businessman. And this is how you get things done. You don't waste time, you get to the job, you get it done. And these things are getting done, but you can't work a business on friendship. And America has become just a big powdered friendship. The Democrats are doing all they can to ruin things for us. Is it the $200 billion that is going to be paid out to monstrous insurance companies that don't need it? They don't pay for your medical care. They leave you hanging. Most of the time, a lot of things that you need is obsolete through them. They're getting richer and richer. Congress is enabling them to do so. Elon is exposing the fraud, but it still happens that our rights are destroyed no matter what we try and do. 52 to 47 Republicans that voted to use war powers as a resolution to slow Trump down. And I'm going to give you a few of the names of the Republicans. Ron Paul, which we know is a rhino. Susan Collins, Josh Hawley, Obama, which was working towards the Obamacare. And Lisa McCorvix and Todd Young. And Obamacare vote 221 to 205. The Republicans vote to bypass the speaker. And we found out that Brian Fitzpatrick, Rob Betterhand, Tom King, Nick Lote, Mike Lawyer, Brian McKinley, Marie Asciola, and David Mialda all voted down to have this down to give Obamacare subsidies over $200 billion plus. And people, this is terrible. You know, we also know that the Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer always talk of going in the back room, settling things and settling deals, not being transparent to the American people, and come out with a decision. Like I said, we on Stealth Community, we're trying to step the game up a little bit to bring you the information. And I just want to show you this one clip, y'all, before we go. And like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let's take a look at this on how people are explaining the shooting in Minnesota, so you get a good slow down clip of it. Let's take a look.
These are the moments shortly before an ICE agent killed a 37-year-old woman on a residential street in Minneapolis. This agent can be seen walking round a burgundy car. The driver has their window open and appears to be waving cars past. A vehicle stops and two more agents get out and approach the woman's car, whose window is still down. You can hear an officer tell the woman to get out of the car. From this point, we've slowed the footage down. One of these agents approaches the driver's window and tries to open the car door, which appears to be locked. At this point, the car starts reversing. The third agent has now moved round to the front of the car and appears to be filming on a mobile phone. The car starts to move forward and turn right. The agent in front of the car draws his gun and fires a first shot. Two more shots can then be heard. From this angle, you can't see if the car made contact with the agent, but there is a video from another angle which appears to show the car may have made some form of contact with the agent before the first shot can be heard. The footage is filmed from a distance, so it's hard to be clear. After the shots, the woman's car veers off the road and crashes into a parked vehicle. In the aftermath, the officer who fired holsters his weapon and walks towards the crashed car.
So people, there you go. You got your slow angles to it. You saw exactly what happened. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Steph Community loves you always. See you on the next one.